In this video, we are going to create a user input field, and while submitting the user input, we are displaying the data, whatever user will input. And also we have two buttons, submit and reset. So while clicking on the reset button, all the input fields should be clear, and all the data what we are showing as a result here, this should be clear. Okay, and while submitting, all the data should be displayed here. So this is what we are going to create, and this we will create again using constraint layout. There are multiple type of layout in Android, and like relative layout or linear layout or constraint layout. So constraint layout normally has been used to create a complex UI. Okay, so we will start learning or we will start using constant layout always. Okay, fine. So I will open the Android Studio here. As you can see that Android emulator is already up and running here, Android virtual device you can see. And this is our Android Studio. And here there are three options, as you are already aware of: the new project, open, and project from GitHub or some other places. So I will create the new project. And since I am using the latest version of Android Studio, so I am getting this kind of interface where I will use basically Java programming language for this. And so that's why we have two empty activity already that we can choose one of them here. So first one is empty activity that we are not going to choose right now because this has been used by this is for Kotlin basically, and also this has been used Compose. Okay, so Compose UI. So when you create UI using Compose, that is the latest thing in Android. So that for that purpose you can use it. But we are using a UI using XML. So for that you can go ahead with empty view activity. Okay, so I will choose this empty view activity and I'll go next. Here you can write your application name. So I will just write the same application name as ex3 user input. Okay, and I will put it to the same location. And here is the package name. So package name, as I told in last time, like it should be your company domain or company website in reverse order. So if company domain is instilllearning.com, it should be com.instilllearning. Okay, and dot you can give anything. You can put as per your choice. So I have given as per the project name, right? Example 3 user input. And this is a location where you will put your application. And language wise, you can choose Java right now. So Java and Kotlin, both options are there. You can go ahead with anything, but it's for Java we are using. And minimum SDK version is Android 7, that is API level 24. And so here you can see the message, your app will run approximately 94.4% of device worldwide. Okay, so minimum Android 7 are there in mobile with 94% of the mobile people are using worldwide, right? So minimum Android 7 people are using. So I'll just click on finish quickly. So now it's, you can see that updating indexing here at the down, you can see it's a Gradle is building. So once Gradle build will finish, we will start working on the UI part. So this is right now main activity.java has been opened. As I told you in the last video that this onCreate method is the first method in activity lifecycle that is called, and there are multiple other methods are there. So I'll just write quickly here for a reference. When you click an application, that time basically application is launching, and it's launching with the UI, whatever UI or the layout you have used, with that it's launching. But still user are not able to visible until other methods are getting called. So first method is onCreate method is getting called. So this is the onCreate method that we are using. Here only you can see that we are setting the content view, or else it means we are attaching the UI or layout with the onCreate method. But still here, this is the first method where we are attaching the layout with this, and but here user are not able to view the screen, or user are not able to interact with the screen yet. So why? Because another method is also there that need to call, and that is on start method. On start method means this activity has been started now. User can in this method user can see the UI, user can see the screen, but still user cannot interact with it. Okay, so suddenly third method getting called, that is called on resume method. So after calling this method, user are able to interact with the UI. Fine. So this is the activity lifecycle 3 method, and after this on resume method, user can use the application. Fine. So we are using here on create method to attach our layout. So as you can see that we are using here on create method here, and we are attaching the main activity man, that is our layout. So fine. So we'll come to the our activity man. You can either click if you're using MacBook, you can click command and you can click on this, it will go to your layout. Or else another thing is, if you're using Windows, you can just press control and you can click on the same thing, control button, and you can click here, it will go to the same place. Or else you can just go to the here in project explorer, you can see the resource folder, you can go ahead with the layout. Here you can see that our layout that is created in XML, correct? Just double click and you can open it. So here you will see that how UI looks like, and you have three options: code, split, and design. In code, you can write code manually, like we have only one text view. As you can see that this layout called constraint layout, right? So here you can see that it's constraint layout, and one text view that we are using. Text view means a simple text, right? That we call, that are view basically, and we call it text view in Android. Fine. And that text is nothing but the hello world, and that you can see it's displaying, right? Second thing is split. Split mode is, you can see code at the design, left side code, right side design, both you can see at the same time. And third is design. So you cannot see code, but you can see the design, how it will look like. So we'll go ahead with the design. So in design, you can normally drag and drop. So what I'll do is, I have only one text view, so I will just remove it. So I have deleted. Now our screen is showing blank. If you'll see code, nothing is there, just a constant layout. There is no view. Again, I'll come back to design. Here we'll start creating our own design. So what is the design? I will just open the screen again. So our design is, we have one text view, one edit view. Again, this is the second text view, and this is second edit view. Means two text view, two edit view at the top, two button, and one text view to display the result, and two extra layout, two extra view that text view have displaying to displaying for Instill learning or the website, right? So it means we are getting how many? I'll just display here. First is text view for name. So I'll just write here name, and I have dragged here. You can see that common text view. I have dragged and dropped text view here, and then here is the text. You can see at the attributes text view, you can choose it whatever you want to write. I'll just write name. So if you write something like that, this is called hard coding. So don't write like that. Always try to make it a new string value or variable. So how to make that? Here you can see that, click on this, and I think now we can't see, no problem. You can find it. So we will find it text. If you are not able to find text, so here is the text, right? If you're not able to find text, you can search here in this text. Fine. So I am able to search your text, and here you can see that one small icon are there, that this pipe kind of things. Click on that pipe. It will come to this resource creation screen, where you can click this plus sign. After clicking on plus sign, you will see that string value. Click on string value. Just string. You have to give key value pair. So key is name and value is capital N-A-M-E, name. So click OK. So now you can see that name has been created. So one more I'll create to give hint in our edit view. So I'll just make it name2, or you can make it name. For hint, I will make it n small, right? Or else you can just write here, write your name. Okay. And fine, write your, or I'll just make it, okay, write your name, that is fine. And or if you want to give username and password, you can give that as well. So that's fine. Your name I'm writing here, write your name. So we have created two string values so that we can use later. Also, we'll create one more string value for either you can say institute name or password, whatever the second edit view you want to create. I'll just create one more like institute. Okay. And one more I'll create for a hint. I'll show you why I'm creating this institute hint. So institute name. So fine. And we have two button as well, right? So submit and reset. So I'll just create for that also. So button, submit, and submit. So this also variable we will use later on. Another, we have reset button. So I'll create one more value. Reset. Okay. And so anything else that we need to create? We need to, okay, so we have to create, this is fine. We don't need to create for this. Okay, so we have these two things, right? So we'll create that as well. So I will create resource name as IL, and I'll make the name Instill learning, and I'll get one more resource name as a website, and I'll just give website value www.instilllearning.com. Fine. So all the string variable that we have already created, but right now we are picking up for name, right? So name is your capital name. So I'll just select this name and I'll click OK. So now you can see that name variable came here, right? If you'll see the text, if you'll click on this, you can see that it's taking from @string/name, and for name value variable, it's NAME, capital N, right? Fine. I will, so it's looking very small. What I'll do is, here you can see the text size, right? 14 SP. I'll make it 20 SP, and that's cool. And now I will take one, go to text. Here there is a plain text. So take the plain text, drag and drop here. Now the value is displaying name. So we don't want to display the value. We want to display hint, right? So value user will give. So what I'll do is I'll just remove here name from the text, and I will search hint. You can see the hint. Here you can see hint. In the hint, click on this pipe at the last, and we need to give name, write your name hint, right? So here you can see that we have created a variable name hint. We'll select that. Here, so how it's look like, write your name as a hint. So this should also, when user will give any value, it should also be seamless, right? It should also be the same size of what we have written value name. So I'll just make it text size. So text size is 18 pixel. I'll make it 20 sp. So now this is good. And next what I'll do is I'll text view again. I'll take one text view and I'll put it here. And again, I will take a text view from institute. So here institute, cool. And I will change it to 20 pixel quickly. And again, I will take one plain text. So here I'll just take, okay, arrange some, you can see that one line is displaying for your design. Okay, always arrange as per your understanding so that it will look good. Now I will take, this is, since we don't need to give any text because we are giving hint. So remove this and make this text size as 20 and find the hint. I will find the hint, give hint as institute name. Now you can see that institute name is displaying. Now we have two buttons to display, right? As you can see again, so two buttons we need to display. So I'll just click on button. Here we have button and I will drag one button here. And this button will be the submit button. Okay, so I will just, so this is button. We don't need to give hint. Hint always will be for edit text, where the input field we need to, a user will write something in that. There only we need to give hint. So this is button, we will find the text. So here is the text. This is hard coded. We will click on this and we have submit button variable. We have already created here submit and I will select this. So now you can see that it's coming as a submit button. We'll take one more button for reset. So here it is. Cool. Now I will change the text for this one as well. I will make it reset here. Reset. Cool. So everything is fine. Next, we will take one more text view to display the result. So I will go to text, here text view. So I will take the text view and I will put it here at the center here, text view. And so text view should be, we don't need to give text right now because whatever result will display, it will be dynamic. So after clicking on submit button, the result should display. So if I will keep like this, it means it's showing the text view right now. So we don't need to display anything right now. So I'll just remove this. Next, we will modify a few things. Text size. Once people will give this, it should be 24 pixel. And text style, I will change. It should be bold. It should be italic. And if you want to make text color, you can choose the text color. I will make this as, I'll make it as this color. Okay. So this is fine. So we are good. So if you click here on text view, here also you can change the text view. So you can see the text view. It will be this color. It will be bold. It will be italic. It will be 24 sp size. Okay, everything good. Now next thing is, if you see our preview, we have this Instill Learning and instilllearning.com. These two things we need to display. Again, I'll take one text view and I'll put here at the down. And here text view we need to display as institute name. So here you can say that where it is. I think we have created with IL, Instill Learning. So this I will take and I will change the text size as 20 pixel and text style, I'll make it bold. And if you want to change the color, I can choose the color as whatever we wish to. I will check this color or this color, whatever you wish to. Fine. And I will make it in the center. Okay, now it's in center. Now I will take one more text view and I will put here the website name. And again, I will choose the text view from our variable. I have created website, right? So where it is? Here it is, website. So now you can see that it's already taken. I will change the size. Again, it will be 20 pixel, and text style, I will make it as bold and italic. Okay. And color, text color, where it is text color, I will take it as this. Fine. I think we are good enough, and we will display, will make it at the center. So everything looks good. So what I will do is I will we will change the ID of all the value. Okay, so first is text view. ID you can see here, text view. This is fine. And edit text ID is edit name. So this is name. So I just make it here edit name. Always write ID here and press enter or return keyword in MacBook and enter in Windows laptop. Refactor. Next, I will choose edit view. We will edit at something good. We'll make it as edit institute. Okay, cool. So once we'll write here and press enter, it will come this pop-up and you can refactor it. Okay. Now come to the submit button. For submit button, you have only ID is button where you can make it button submit. So it will be a meaningful ID for this button. Just press enter, refactor. Again, come to the reset. Again, this is button 2. So I will make it button reset. So this is a meaningful name or ID you can say. And then come to the text view. Can you see where we have written the text view? It's not displaying here, but at the component tree here, you can see this, right? This is the component tree. Right here, you can see this component tree. Can you see? Here, you can see this text view. This text view is nothing but the result that we are trying to display. Okay. So we'll change the ID. So ID is text view 3. So I will make it as a text view result, right? So it will be good. You can also refactor this one. Now this is something meaningful, text view result. Another is text view 4 and 5. You can leave because we are not required. We are not doing anything. We are not trying to use this in our Java part. Now let's run this application. And here you can see that our emulator is up and running, correct?
Yeah.
So we will run this application. You can mute yourself as of now.
Okay.
So here you can see that application is here as a down button. Down you can see corner Gradle build running. It means once Gradle will complete running, then application will launch. Here you can see the message launching application app on Pixel API 33. API 33 is our emulator name. So you can see that application is launching, and our UI should look like this. Now let's see how the UI is looking. Let's open the, okay, so this how UI is looking like. All the content that we have written, the code or whatever views that we have created, it's coming at the one corner, right, top left. So this is not that we are expecting. So this is not something, this is looking very bad, right? So let's fix it. Since we are using constraint layout, you can see the code. If you see the code here at the top, we are using constraint layout. Constraint layout means always you have to give the constraint from left and no, from left and top. Fine. Now let's fix this. Come to the design. You can see these two icons. One is clear all constraint and one is infer constraint. So what I'll do is I'll click the first one, clear all constraint. Fine, it's now cleared. And second thing, I'll click on infer constraint. So what will happen is, so all the item, all the views that we have created, it will be fixed at the same location. Now you can see that all the red color exclamation marks was there here in component tree. In this, it's gone. Now rerun it. Click this run application again and see how it will look like. Here right now it's looking like this, and Gradle build is running again, and application will relaunch, and then let's see how it will look like. Cool. So now this is looking good. And if I'm writing something here, name as Gaurav, and institute name as Instill Learning, and I will submit, nothing is happening because we have not given anything to show the result. Even reset button is also not working. Now let's fix that. So we have done everything. Come to the Java part. So main activity.java. As I told you, this onCreate method is for displaying your UI part, right? So in that only we will write and we will handle all the buttons. Fine. So first thing, what we will do, whatever input field we have created or button we have created, we'll take the result we are displaying all the views. We will take a reference here. So first thing is we have so you know that here if you see the main XML file, so these things these two are edit text, fine, and these two are button, and here result is again a text view. So like that we need to create a local variable first. Okay, so these are not local, we need to create a global variable. These are global variable. So what are the global variable? So edit text. Edit text we have which all are edit text? We have edit text, edit name, right? What is the ID of that? We need to write ID. So here you can in component tree you can see the edit name, edit institute. These two are ID, right? So these are edit view. So I'll just write here edit name and edit institute. Find these two. Next we have button, right? So what we'll do is button. Once I'll click this button, so you can see that button import or button package is importing automatically. Fine. We have two type of button. One is button submit, if you remember the ID of button, and another is button reset. Next, we have one text view to display our result. Here you can see in activity main, here you can see the text view. Text view is to display the result. So we'll take that reference as well. So that is text view. So if I will write text view, you can see that text view package it importing automatically. So text view, so it's TV result, fine. So we have taken the global variable already. Now what we'll do, we will take the reference. Okay, so I think what mistake we have done, these are global variable, not local variable. So global variable always should be outside of the function. Here, these are global variable. And if you're getting a local variable, then you can write it inside this onCreate method. Since we are getting a global variable, so it will be always out of the method, right? So here you need to write it. So now this is good. Inside onCreate method, we will take a reference of all the button that is already created or button or input field that is created in a layout. So first we have edit name equal to, and we will put that reference in all the variable that we have created. So first variable is edit name. So in the edit name, we will write, so this edit name is edit text, right? So edit text, and how to take reference, we will find by ID. So that method name is find view by ID, and ID we need to find it r from ID dot r dot ID dot. Now you can see that it has all the reference. So this is name, edit name, fine. Now that input field reference came into this variable. We are storing those things in this variable. So another thing is edit institute equal to, so this is again edit text and find view by ID r dot id dot, this is edit institute. Next we have button. Okay, so button submit and button reset. So before button submit, we will use the result. So what is for result? We have taken TV result, right? So I just write here TV result equal to, and TV result is a text view. So I'll just write here text view, find view by ID, r dot id dot TV result. So here you can just find it TV result. Fine. Next we have two button. Okay, one is button submit equal to, we have, these are the button type, button find view by ID, r dot id dot button submit. Fine. And next is button reset equal to, same thing we'll write here, button and find view by ID, r dot id dot button reset. Here it is, right? Cool. So now you can see that we have three things here. These are the input things what we are taking it from the user. But another three things that we need to do. First, we need to, in the submit button, after clicking, we need to write the functionality. After submitting, it should display the result. And after clicking on the reset button, it should remove the result, whatever it is, right? So now we have all the reference. What I'll do is, first we'll work with the submit button. So we will handle submit button. Submit button. So we'll handle submit button here. How to handle submit button, right? So already we have taken the reference of submit button. It is here. So I'll take that button submit, and we will put on click listener on that. So dot set on click listener. Inside on click listener method, we will give on click listener on the view. Means the button is a view still, right? We will click on that button and it should be something happen after clicking. So how to do that? New. So first option, you can see the view dot on click listener. Just enter. You can see that method is already coming here. What will happen after on click? So you can write what will happen. You want to do after on clicking of this submit button. So what I want is, I want to set the value of what user is giving, right? So these two value we want to attach. So where to attach? We are attaching into that result field, in this result field, right? Fine. So first thing, we will take both the value in a new string, right? So we'll create a new variable, and we'll take all the value name and institute name in new variable, and we'll put that value into the result. So we'll take here something like this. So string one value is name, the user is what giving. So this name we will read it from the edit name, because this is the variable where we are storing the name what user is giving. So we will read it from there. So edit name dot get text, and we'll convert it into string. So dot to string. Fine. Same thing, we'll create another variable string institute equal to, and that we will read from edit institute. Edit institute dot get text dot to string. Okay. And third thing is, we will take the third thing is, we will set these things into result. Okay. So result Okay, so result we have taken already. Okay, so we have taken as a TV result. So TV result dot set text. Inside text set text we will put both the things, name, and we'll write something this, plus we are displaying this name, whatever value is coming in this name we will write it here, name, plus we'll give the this slash and we'll give the new line. Okay, and then institute name, institute. Okay, and plus institute. So this will display there. Okay, next thing is once it will display, then after this we will set the reset button only. Okay, so we will handle here reset button handle. So what I'll do is here again on the reset button we will do the same thing what we have done with submit button. So we'll take the reset button, it's a button reset dot set on click listener and new view on click listener. This one, the second one you can select here. Same thing, whatever we are setting the result value here, and same thing we need to clear it. So what I will do is whatever we have, so these things, right, this need to be clear. All three things, result should also be clear. The edit name, edit institute, and result, all things should be clear and give the value empty value. So what we'll do is edit name dot set text, and set text we will give the empty string, that's it. And then edit institute dot set text and we'll give the empty string again. And also we have a result, right, result, tv result dot set text, we will give the empty value there also. Fine. And once it will clear, so now you can know that user are giving some name value into name and institute name, right? After removing the value, the cursor should be always blink on one thing. So we are blinking cursor on the name, so that is called focus. So we'll take that edit name dot request focus, that's it. It will be focused on the same thing. Now what will happen on the name value? Now I will rerun the application again. Now let's see what will happen. Application will rerun. Okay, so everything looks good. So I will just write name as Gaurav Kumar and institute name I'll give here Instill Learning. So now we'll see the magic. We'll click on submit button. Here you can see that it's displaying, but okay, it's going slightly right. Let's fix it. Go to the edit activity man.xml. Again, remove all the constraint, otherwise all the item will be moved from here to there. Once you remove the constraint with this clear all constraint, you can see all the exclamation marks came. Now select the result value. So here it is the result value. So select this and keep slightly right. So here, that's it. Now you can see that again institute name went away from here. So I'll just make it Control Z and we'll click on TV result. TV result is here. So we'll fix it slightly right. So sometimes it's be like, now this is good. Okay, so now this is good. It's slightly right now. I will again add infer the constraint. And we will rerun the application again. And let's see the result. Okay, I will just write here and machine learning, and I will submit it. Once I submit it, okay. So still this is not fixed because we have given more into this up because it's taking constraint from the institute, right? So you understood how to fix it. What you can do is select TV result and put it here. Also, you can put it, if I will give you a 0, and I will put it from this side where you want. You can see this, right? Constant visit, right? So it should be, I'll put 20 SP from top, and I will make it 60 from 64 from left, and that's it. Whatever is from bottom, that is all okay. I will make it no 60 from top actually. Fine, because I need to remove this, and I'll make it 60. Okay, this is 360, not like this. We need to make it 60 only. Okay, now you can see that it is 60, and from now everything looks good. So what I'll do is I will rerun this and I will try it. So application is again launching. And I will put the institute name, and I will press the submit button now. So still we need, this is 60 we have given, we need to give more, right? So here it is. So layout 64, I'll just make it 100. Okay, rerun. Okay, now if I will write something, now let's submit. You can see slightly it came, right? So better you can give 200. So it totally depends on how you are managing these things basically. Since it's not displaying or it's not visible at the first sight, so it's very difficult to move, but you will be familiar with it once you will use the constraint layout. If I will write something here, now this looks good. If I'll submit here again, Gaurav Kumar, and learning, if I'll submit, now you can see that it's looking good and data is displaying fine. I hope you understood how to utilize the constraint layout, and we'll see in the next time with some other examples.